You often feel tired, gain weight, or feel cold. And all of this happens without any apparent reason. There could be something behind this that many people don't even think about in their daily lives, the thyroid gland. And today I'll show you why it's so important for your overall well-being and how you can tell if it's out of balance. What does the thyroid gland actually do? The thyroid gland is a small butterfly-shaped organ located below the larynx, weighing about 20 grams, but with a tremendous impact. It produces 3 important hormones. Thyroid-stimulating hormone is produced in the pituitary gland and stimulates the thyroid gland. T3-triiodothyronine and T4-thyroxine are the actual thyroid hormones that are produced. And these control your entire metabolism, meaning how quickly your body burns energy, how your heart beats, how you feel, how your digestion works, basically everything. It also stores iodine and produces calcitonin, a hormone that affects your calcium metabolism and therefore your bone health. How common are thyroid problems actually? When I did my research, I was really shocked again because it's actually a lot, really a lot. Because in Germany, about 1 in 3 people has a thyroid dysfunction. In the past, it was goiter, meaning an enlarged thyroid, and that was due to iodine deficiency. Today, it's more often hypothyroidism, and it often develops gradually and goes unnoticed for a long time. By the way, women are significantly more affected than men. And that's due to hormonal contraceptives, pregnancies, or even menopause, all of which increase the risk. But dear men, you can also be affected and can have hypothyroidism, which means an underactive thyroid. It's just often overlooked. So if you're tired and there's no reason for it, please also consider your thyroid. Let's take a closer look at the common symptoms that hypothyroidism disguises itself with. Especially in women, the symptoms are similar to hormonal changes, such as mood swings, depressive moods, sleep problems, weight gain despite eating the same amount, sensitivity to cold, hair loss, as well as dry skin and menstrual cycle problems. And often people say, oh, that's just psychological or due to the current situation like menopause, stress, pregnancy, or breastfeeding. But the cause is actually somewhere else, namely in the thyroid. So now let's take a look at why it so often gets out of balance. And that brings us to the causes, because often behind an underactive thyroid is the autoimmune disease Hashimoto's thyroiditis. The body actually attacks the thyroid itself, causing it to shrink, function less effectively, and the hormone production decreases. And here your lifestyle plays a significant role. A meat-heavy, unbalanced diet are the reasons. Vitamin D deficiency also affects the immune system and the production of thyroid hormones, as well as iodine deficiency. Iodine deficiency is still present in Germany because Germany is an iodine-deficient region, just like with selenium. That's why a lot of people have a selenium deficiency, because it's very common and extremely important for hormone activation. Well, then there's also the birth control pill or hormone therapies, the non-bioidentical ones. They actually influence your metabolism. And then statins, the cholesterol-lowering drugs. They also lower coenzyme Q10, which is necessary for energy production in the thyroid gland. Now you're probably wondering, what can I actually do that's really helpful for my thyroid? And here are my recommendations. First, change your diet. Plant-based, whole foods, nutrient-rich. You should make sure that there is a high amount of selenium, zinc, iron, but also iodine. You can find these, for example, in nuts, in seeds, or selenium in Brazil nuts. And secondly, it makes sense to supplement with vitamin D, because a normal value should be between 5 and 60 nanograms per milliliter. Yes, and then selenium if you don't eat Brazil nuts and you have too little, because in that case you should also supplement selenium. But of course, always only after consulting your doctor. Now, what about iodine? For a long time it was said that with Hashimoto's, no iodine. That's no longer true. That's why please clarify this with your doctor, someone who is knowledgeable and knows about it. Because even a Hashimoto's thyroid needs iodine. And third, exercise and circulation. Of course, our bottleneck exercises for the neck as well as for the head and chest are absolutely suitable for this. Let's continue with more movement, walking, light training, everything that improves blood circulation to the thyroid. And fourth, you might not know it, but now you do. Singing, sing whenever and wherever you can. And if you think you can't sing well, then at least sing in the shower or in the car. The vibration from singing can actually stimulate your metabolism and blood circulation right in that area. It might sound a bit unusual, but it really helps. Fifth, reduce your stress with breath-based mindfulness and meditation. And to sum up, the thyroid is small but powerful, and it needs attention before it starts screaming. Many people underestimate it. I hope you won't anymore from now on. So if you feel tired, lacking energy, or not like yourself, then think of your thyroid and give it exactly what it needs. Namely nutrients, exercise, and most importantly, your attention. And since there are so many people who have problems with their thyroid, but also many who don't even know they have problems, then you should definitely share this video because these people will thank you.